So all the way next to the marshal's hook, from the marshal's hook nice and tight to our apex on the left. Once you're at that apex, you can start thinking about unwinding the lock to the right hand side, going all the way to the end of the green tarmac on the right, so don't turn until we're at the end of that. Nice and tight to the left hand side. Perfect. Follow the left hand side initially, now start to feed it into the apex on the right. Let the car drift out gently to the exit, then back in again for the following apex. First apex is not major critical, the second one's the important one. Back on the power now, so put your foot down, got a nice run down the straight. Just stay to the left and let this aerial atom come through on the inside. Just stay really wide and let him come through. He's going to hate me for doing that instructor. That's it, follow on from there, Kerry. So the second marshal's hook, that's going to start to pull into the right again. As soon as we're in a straight line, nice and firm on those brakes, scrub up a load of speed, and nice and tight to our apex, and then foot down for a nice run down the straight. That's it. Again, nice and firm on the brakes before the corner, release, and then build that speed back up that you just scrubbed off. Again, a quick dab on the brakes, and then tight into this apex.
Oh, I like this.
Different beast to the aerial atom, obviously, for obvious reasons, but driven properly, driven well, it would probably run with an aerial atom all day long anyway. But it's just got so much power and four-wheel drive, so it'll just hand you all that power in one go. So from this second apex, just bury that throttle now all the way to the floor. The car will kick down and it'll give you loads of power. So off the power now, nice and firm on that brake. That's it, turn back in, back on the power again. There is a little bit more that it'll give you if you buried the throttle earlier. It'll kick down and then it'll just give you loads of power. So yeah, if you wanted any more, it's always there in this. Wow, that's it. Yeah. But like I say, there is more. Yeah, if you're brave enough to put your foot down even more. I was going to say, yeah. When I was talking to Philip before, I said it's got the most amazing traction control, it's got the most amazing ABS, it's got an amazing 4x4 system, so it'll pick its feet up, it'll slow down, it'll adjust things as you're driving, but it has its limits, and when you find those limits, this thing just drops off the edge of a cliff. So as soon, for example, if it starts aquaplaning on water, clearly it isn't a boat, so it's got absolutely zero chance of steering. And you're invariably doing probably 100 miles an hour plus when it does start to drop off the end of the cliff. And then yeah, you're absolutely at the mercy of a Nissan GTR then.
Should I be pushing this a bit more?
It's fine, it's your experience. You can push as much as you want. If it gets to a point where I'm thinking, hang on a bit, I'm a bit uneasy about this is going to bite back, I'll just say, hold back. But no, keep doing as you're doing. Bury that throttle now all the way to the floor. Okay, off the power onto those brakes. You still need to scrub that speed off, that's it. Tight into that apex again. It's mind blowing, isn't it, how much power it has?
A bit more than my Range Rover.
Yeah, Range Rovers pick the feet up nowadays though, don't they?
Yeah, it's pretty talking. Little Evoque, this is what it is. But, yeah, for the first 3 years it's really fun.
Yeah.
Is that assisting me though?
That was me assisting
Oh,
you.
to you,
Yeah, it's got an extra brake pedal here just to give you that little bit of a helping hand should we need it.
Yeah.
So a lot of the braking, it's not always about scrubbing speed off, it's about getting the weight transfer in the right place. So if the weight transfer is in the wrong place, the car's just going to want to wash out into the exit. So yeah, it's not just about scrubbing it off. Weight transfer plays a massive part of the handling too, for obvious reasons. Stick another lap in there, you're alright mate. Don't tell Philip. That's it, as long as you're back off that brake before we turn in, you get the weight on the back and the back will start to help feed the car into that apex. He's only got rear wheel drive though, hasn't he?
That's it.
He's only got rear wheel drive and a heater that probably doesn't clear the screen.
Oh, that's fantastic. Get another experience doing the paddles, I suppose. Is it better with paddles or?
Oh yeah, you get a miles better driving experience with paddle shift.
Maybe next time I'll try that. That's the first time in the automatic for me, I'll be honest. So.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I was chuffed with that. It's like, oh, it's manual. Brilliant.
Okay, make your way to the red cone, the last red cone, and we'll have a glance over our right shoulder, just to make sure that, yep. Okay, join the circuit there, Philip. So right next to the marshal's hook before we turn in, so get the car as close as you can, and then nice and tight to our apex. And gradually feed some power in all the way to the right hand side of the circuit now. To the end of the green tarmac. Once you're at the end of that green tarmac, turn inside to the apex. Just stay to the outside of the circuit initially, then bring it gently back to the inside. That's it. And gently feed it back in. The first apex is not too critical, the second apex is the important one. That's it. Back on the power again. Come off that power, nice and firm on that brake. Braking effort's relative to the amount of speed we're carrying, so obviously the quicker we're going the firmer we need to press that brake. We're trying to condense sort of motorway speeds down into as short a distance as possible, so therefore the braking effort needs to be a lot firmer. Nice and firm on that brake. Release the brake before you turn in, back on the power, just knock it down again for you there. Nice and firm on the brake, knock it down one gear as well. That's fine. Okay, marshal's up and then close to your apex. Gently feed the power in, lower the power in the straights, back onto the brakes. Nice late turn in. So what we want to do is brake all that braking in a straight line before we turn in.
Right.
So that as we're mid-corner, all the weight transfer is on the back and we're gradually feeding power in. He's probably being mega cautious in that because it's rear wheel drive and it does have a tendency to send that back end round in that jag.
Got that 458 next, is that rear wheel drive?
Yeah, 458's rear wheel drive, it revs up. Yeah, it revs up really quick, so you'll have to be careful about the back end lighting the back wheels up. Hopefully the traction control switch to the right setting for the wet. As instructors we try and look after you anyway, so there's nothing really to be too concerned about. We try and keep you within those limits. But the 458 is quite lively. Well, that Jag is quite lively. It surprises me how quick that Jag is. Perfect, that. Nice and tight to the apex, just what we need. So Don's coming round in the Ford Focus on a high-speed passenger ride. So I'm just going to say stay to the left. I'll pop the indicator on when he's a bit nearer, just stay to the left all the way around the outside. So he's coming now, so stay left, keep going as you are. Stay left, stay left, stay left, stay left, stay left. That's it, follow on from there. Nice pizza. Phillips, sorry. The mirrors in the Atoms are quite small, so he's probably got a restricted view of us. So we'll just have to be patient and sit behind until the instructor waves us through. So stay nice and close so that we can pass as soon as he says pass. But obviously not close enough, so we're going to knock him off the circuit. So keep going. Hopefully on the next straight he's going to wave us through, so just be aware on the way around this next sweeping right hand bend he might pop his hand out and direct us through, in which case we'll go past on the side he points to. We'll try and do that as quickly as possible. What we'll be doing now is got the GTR in front of him. Okay, past on the right as quick as you can, go, 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 go. That's it. Going now, hopefully the GTR will let us through as well, so stay with him. Okay, passed on the right, foot down all the way to the floor. Nice one, Philip.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Well, they're out of this world, aren't they? It's just next level awesomeness in my eyes. I never used to know what the appeal was, and I used to think everyone that ranted and raved about them was a muppet, that all they've ever done is watch Too Fast, Too Furious and drive like that. And once I've done a few demo laps in it, I thought, yeah.
And they're affordable, aren't they?
You can see what the attraction is, yeah. Well, say they're affordable, yeah.
Well,
as if I could, but yeah.
It's not hypercar money, is it?
Exactly, yeah. Similar performance though, they're absolutely unbelievable.
Do something then.
That was me. I've got another brake here.
Oh, right.
Just held that brake on for that fraction of a second longer.
Oh, thank God for that. Thank God you're in control.
That's it. Nice and firm on the brake yourself. And release that brake, turn in. As soon as we got to the apex, all the power now. And back onto that brake. Again, it's all relative to speed, so that's it. Marshall's hook, and then nice and tight to the apex. Quick squirt of power on the approach to the green tarmac. Back on those brakes again. Release and then tight in. So knock it down one gear to third. That's it. And when you can see that second apex, all of the power.
Oh my God.
I don't know why a manufacturer thinks they should build a car like this. It's just not right, is it?
Right then, a little bit of gas all up the left hand side, that's good. We're just going to make sure it's completely clear before we remote. That's not, so the car coming, we'll just wait there gently. Once he's come past, it's a little bit of gentle gas to get onto the track and then knock into second. So a bit of gas, good. Then knock into second, and it tells the car we want to do the first gears, yeah? Keep it in the right hand lane, turning around the left hand side, good. Little bit of gas as we come around the corner. As we straighten up, knock it up into third. That's it, keep the gas on, get around at this speed, so just lift off, turn in, good. A little bit of gas to get it back at the grip, aiming for the post, and round to right, that's nice right. Turn up nice and early, let it drift all around. The beauty of being on a racetrack, we can use the whole width. Back onto the right, keep the gas on, start accelerating more. Nice, that's it for the fourth. Beautiful, doesn't it sound good? Keep left down the brake, off brake now, turn in. Good, a little bit of gas, give it back end grip. All the way up and aim for the second hut. That second hut is then when we come down to the right hand side. So no braking it's not too complicated, is it? Around we go. You notice how it blips as well, a bit of gas to come out the corner. Come up behind them, we're not going to let get past them just yet. What they'll do is they'll let us get past the next set of corners and then they'll let us pass. That's it, round to right, catching up a little bit, good. And again, let's see which way they go before we overtake. A little bit more gas and we're ready to out. Round to left, good. Lovely. Haven't seen it just yet, so get away. Nice and steady. Good. Hold our line. Now turn in. Better. So keep to the left, it turned way too early. Now to the right. Over to the left hand side. Lovely. Back round to the right. Signal. Over to the right. Give it some gas. Wait forward. That's it. Now give it some beans. Lots of it. Lots of gas. Up in the floor. Over to that, don't brake, turn it, don't brake, gas, yeah, be good, oh, happy days, yeah, round we go. That's it, lovely, round the corner, all the way round, don't brake yet, that's it, good, all the way down to the hill, lovely, little bit brake now, intersect third, good, keep it good, round to the right, nice, start speeding up early, lovely, because he felt it twitch a little bit, just going back on the gas a teeny weeny bit early, that's all, that was perfect, that's it. Right. It's getting that balance basically between where the grip starts and where it finishes.
I've got more grip than I thought, to be honest, with it being in the wet.
I know! Down to the left, that's it, accelerate scan. Good. Always the right, a bit of brake and straight line. Off brake now, turn in, good. A little bit of gas, lovely. Great, turn nice and late, good. Lovely, yeah, feather that gas pedal, let it just all the way out to get back on the gas earlier. Increase the gas pedal. Nice, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. More. Now up in the fourth. Beautiful. Tiny bit of brake. Off brake now, going at this speed. Up to the right. That's it, aim for that second hump. More gas, more gas. Whoop, whoop. That's it. And then lift off slightly, down to the right hand side. You're braking. Sorry, I'm joking. It's all that needs doing. That's it, downshift into the step there. To the right, nice and early. Lovely. Straighten up early, no gas. Don't lift off though, if you're going to go for it, go for it.
Keep it on. Sorry.
That's it, a little bit of brake nice and early, good. There we go, lovely. Nice and smooth, brilliant. But it's good because it shows us we're on the limit basically. Keep the gas on. You know, you are doing spot on, but you probably can't go much faster. Typically, I can't go much faster. Bit of brake early, off brake turn in. Exciting, isn't it? Straighten up, give it full speed, lovely, open left, little bit of brake, good, off brake round, we go up the speed, that's it, keep the gas on around the corner, really nice, off the gas a little bit, get off that brake, well done, it's so nice and smooth though, bit of brake early, downshift to third, don't give it gas till we've got round the corner, now start giving it gas, that's absolutely perfect, that means the off gas turn in, back on the gas as you come out, a little bit of brake nice and early, good, off brake turn in, good, that's it, perfect, nice and constant, down we go, good, keep on the gas pedal smooth and constant, nice, start straightening up and increase the gas, brake in straight line, off brake turn in, back on that constant gas, so we're actually honestly catching up with an R8, a bit of brake, good, that's right, good. It's funny because of course everyone's on there like their third and fourth cars, aren't they now? So everyone's getting a little bit more cocky on the gas pedal, well done. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Mark in the fourth, lovely. A little bit of brake in the straight line. Good. Down we go. Keeping the gas on so we've got some grip. Well done. Gas. Down we go. Yeah, no braking. That's it, down we go. Perfect. A little bit of brake in the straight line. Down to the, don't go quite so wide. Pull it in, brilliant. Back on that gas pedal, just straighten up. Superb. That's probably the best one yet. Bit of brake early, good. Off brake, good. Turn in. A little bit of gas as we come round, give it grip. Nice. Back to the left hand line. A little bit of gas again, give it grip. What I like is it's so progressive on the throttle.
I watched a couple of videos before we came.
Oh yeah.
And the guy was saying just be smooth.
Yeah, well, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you wouldn't believe how people are on and off like a digital switch. Keep the gas on lovely. All the way around, we're going to have it. I mean, it's not lot of ace, so it's driving to it. Good speed. Four beams. Now go for it. Happy day. Left gas, bit of brake, they are. Round we go, and that's us coming in. So we'll stop him behind the IA. But that, sir, was a wonderful drive. Did you enjoy it?
I was absolutely brilliant. I want one.
Yeah, well, me too.
How much did you get?
145? Actually, second hand though, you can probably pick them up for about 50.
Well,
Yeah. But it's the running it, isn't it? You don't need to worry about any of the gear changes.
moving forward, but don't go past that last curve and make sure it's all clear. So we're going to wait for the pause lane. So start rolling the forward coming now. Gently increase your speed, build your power, change up a gear. And what I want you to do is stay over to your right hand side and let our hot lap car come the inside of it. Now turn in for me, that's it. Gently increase your speed as you run out wide towards your right hand side onto your power. Keep going. Now ease off and turn in tight to your left hand side. Speed gently, come out wide to your left hand side, keep going, turn into your right. Nice straight line now on the left, increase your speed and change up. Brake in a straight line, off your brakes, turn into the start of the corner and lift your revs gently as you come up the hill. Increase your speed, come over to your left hand side, keep going on your power. Over to your right hand side, keep going. Keep going. And then we're going to start braking, come down one gear, off your brake and turn. Run out wide to your left, increase your speed now in a straight line, keep going on your power, keep going. And then you're going to off your brake and turn, pick up your throttle nice and steady, aim for the outside, off your power, turning back to your left. And keep going nice and smooth as you come through the corner, over to your right hand side, increase your speed, keep going. And then turn inside to your left hand side, keep over to your left a little bit longer, and then cut across to your right. Pick up your throttle nice and steady, build your power, come out wide to your left, increase your speed. Come out wide to your left again, increase your speed some more. Turn in, pick up your power, increase your speed, change up. And then brake in a straight line. Off your brake and turn, pick up your throttle as you come up the hill. So come out wide to your left hand side, increase your speed a little bit. And then turn into your right hand side. And then we're going to brake again, come down one gear. And we're going to turn into your right hand side. Don't mind your lock, pick up your power, increase your speed, pass through the aerial at him. Turn into your right hand side, pick up your power nice and steady. Go back over to your left, turn in tighter. And we're going to overtake the Porsche, so gently increase your speed, straightening up first now, power. Turn in. Revs a little bit, turn into your right hand side, turn in more, rolling out wide, that's it, increase your speed a little bit, turn in again, come out wide to your left hand side, turn in again now gently onto your power, now power all your way, keep going, now brake, off your brake and turn in, keep your revs on nice and steady, come out wide to your left, increase your speed up the hill, keep going, and then turn into your right hand side, more. And then we're going to brake hard, off your brake, unwind your lock, plant your power all the way up, now brake hard, off your brake, to the right, and then off your power and go all the way back to your left hand side, turn it tighter, unwind your lock and onto your power, now brake, off your brake and turn in, keep tight on your left, on the left, now come across to your right and over the right hand side, pick up your throttle nice and gentle, unwind your lock, build your power, keep going, turn into your right hand side, unwind your lock, some more, turn in again, unwind your lock and onto your power, keep going, now brake in a straight line, off your brake and turn, keep your revs on nice and steady, come over to your left hand side, increase your speed up the hill. And now over to your right hand side, keep going. Now you're going to brake and down a gear, down another gear, off your brake and turn. Come over to your left, unwind your lock, onto your power, change up. And then brake, off your brake and turn. Over to your left hand side, keeping tight. Unwind your lock before you go into power, increase your speed. And then brake, off your brake and turn. Tight in, keep tight. Now turn to your right hand side. As you come through your apex, run out wide to your left. That's it. Turn in again, use all the track, come out wide to your left, increase your speed, turn in, onto your power, change up. Brake. Off your brake and turn, pick up your revs gently as you come up the hill, increase your speed over to your left hand side, and then you're going to come back over to your right hand side. Unfortunately we're stuck behind these a minute, but turn in. Got one more lap. This is the last one there, mate. So we're going to brake, off your brake and turn. So unwind your lock before you come onto your power, past the Audi, change up. Right hand side, over to your left, pick up your throttle nice and steady, over to your right hand side, unwind your power now, go. So, over to your right hand side, come out wide to your left, increase your speed gently, turn in again, run out wide to your left, turn in again, unwind your lock, onto your power, go on, change up, now brake hard in a straight line, off your brakes and turn, pick up your throttle nice and steady, come over to your left hand side, increase your speed, and then over to your right, and then we're going to come straight back over to your left hand side, to go into the pits, left hand side of the course. How was that, mate?
Oh my god!
That was an awesome drive, that, kind of.